3 shootings in one night with several dead and others hurt before the sun rose, adding to a disturbing trend of violence in Columbus. The first of these incidents, a triple shooting on the west side. We are getting some new details this noon hour about that deadly triple shooting. Police have identified the 2 men who were shot and killed, 24-year-old Marquayvius McGill and 21-year-old Dominique Freeman. 10 TV's Tino Ramos was at the scene with investigators.
Columbus police dealing with another deadly night. Here we are at another shooting here located in southwest Columbus. Behind me you can see the police are still investigating some of this area here after 3 people were shot. 2 of them died, 1 taken to a hospital. I want to show you the scene when we arrived here because this was just after 11 o'clock here. We're at Hidden Creek Apartments. When police arrived at the scene, they found those 3 victims on the outside. Now again, 2 were pronounced dead at the scene. The 3rd victim taken to the hospital. We're told that victim is expected to survive, and they are speaking with that victim and a witness at the scene to determine exactly what happened and who was involved in all the shooting. Again, this has been a very deadly week for Columbus police, and we also know as far as shooting, it's been a high level, 18 shootings since Sunday, and of course here they are dealing with 3 more victims in southwest Columbus. We can tell you at this point, police have not talked about any suspects. They are still trying to gather all the details about this, but in the end, 2 more people shot in Columbus, a 3rd shot still trying to survive. Of course, we'll keep you updated on the very latest. In southwest Columbus, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
And we've also learned that a 4th person was involved in that shooting incident, but police say he was not hurt. This latest deadly shooting brings the murder count to 79 for the year in the city of Columbus.
August 5th, 2020, around 11:18 p.m., Columbus police got a call about shots fired near 1010 Timberwood Drive West. When officers got there, they found 26-year-old Divante Hall hit in the foot by a bullet. Not far away, near 4840 Timberwood Drive North, they found 2 more victims, 24-year-old Marquayvius McGill and 21-year-old Dominique Freeman. Both had been shot and were pronounced dead at 11:43 p.m. A 4th man, Xavier Reynolds, was found nearby, shaken up but not injured. Hall survived, but McGill and Freeman didn't make it. At that time, police had little to go on. They didn't yet know this was Columbus's 78th and 79th homicide of 2020. And that it would turn into one of the wildest cases in years.
Columbus police have an arrest warrant out for a suspect wanted for a double murder back in 2020. Police say Tyrone Copeland from Waterloo, Iowa, is being charged with aggravated murder. He's accused of fatally shooting 2 men, Marquayvius McGill and Dominique Freeman, and injuring a 3rd on Timberwood Drive in August of 2020. Police records show Copeland has not been arrested. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to give Columbus police a call.
Detectives pieced together the story. Turns out, this wasn't random. It was an alleged murder for hire.
A man in Iowa indicted in the shooting deaths of 2 people back in 2020. Columbus police saying 29-year-old Tyrone Copeland is charged in the deaths of 24-year-old Marquayvius McGill and 21-year-old Dominique Freeman. Another man was also injured. That shooting happened in August of 2020 on Timberwood Drive. On top of the murder, he's also charged with kidnapping, aggravated murder, attempted murder, and assault.
Also new this morning, a man arrested in connection to a double homicide from more than 5 years ago. This morning, Justin Williams is due to be arraigned on aggravated murder charges. We were on the scene as officers investigated this triple shooting back in August of 2020. Police telling us they arrived at Timberwood Drive in southwest Columbus, finding a large crime scene and 3 shooting victims. A 24-year-old and 21-year-old were pronounced dead there, and a 26-year-old was rushed to the hospital. 3 years later, Columbus police filed charges against Williams, but it took almost 2 more years before he was finally taken into custody. Williams is set to appear in court at 9 a.m.
Prosecutors say Justin Williams, a 33-year-old man from Lima, paid Tyrone Copeland $10,000 to kill McGill, all because of an old grudge, an allegation that McGill had shot Williams before. To pull it off, Copeland got help from Darian Slaise, 22, also from Lima. She texted McGill, luring him to Columbus with talk of a fake party at the Timberwood Drive apartments. McGill pulled up that night with Freeman and 2 other friends, not knowing what was waiting for him. Copeland was waiting in the shadows. When McGill arrived, shots rang out. Prosecutors say Copeland ambushed McGill, opening fire, but as McGill was dying, he shot back, hitting his friend Freeman by accident. Hall got shot in the foot during the crossfire. When it was over, 2 young men from Lima, Marquayvius McGill and Dominique Freeman, were gone. After the shooting, Copeland fled the state, running all the way to Waterloo, Iowa. He was arrested there after a standoff. Prosecutors say while locked up, he even hurt himself trying to fake a hospital transfer and escape again. Slaise was arrested a few months later, in December 2020. Williams, the man accused of putting up the money, disappeared. By late 2023, justice finally started catching up. Tyrone Copeland pled guilty to aggravated murder, and felonious assault to avoid a jury trial. Judge Chris Brown sentenced him to life in prison with a chance of parole after 30 years. His lawyer told the court Copeland never had love or stability growing up, but prosecutors said he was cold and calculated. One family member said, "Mr. Copeland does not deserve any other chances. There are 2 young men serving life in the ground." Slaise took a plea deal. She pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter, kidnapping, and obstruction. She got 8 to 10 years with credit for almost 3 already served. But that wasn't the end. 5 years later, October 16, 2025, the man police say started it all finally got caught. 35-year-old Justin Williams was arrested and charged with aggravated murder. He was arraigned the next day, ordered held on $5 million bail, and set to appear again in court on October 24th. According to prosecutors, Williams's money and revenge fueled the entire setup, a hit gone wrong that cost 2 lives and destroyed 3 more. From a fake party to a deadly setup to a manhunt that stretched 5 years, the Timberwood Drive murders show how one moment of revenge can ripple through families, cities, and lives. McGill and Freeman, gone too soon. Hall survived. Copeland and Slaise are behind bars. And Justin Williams, finally, faces justice. This case is a dark reminder that what's done in the dark always comes to light.